goes to every place claiming that he received a bribe of 40 million, and he does not specify where exactly he got this money. Wouldn't it be procedurally right, Honourable Speaker, that the Inspector General takes interest in this matter and investigates this member? Because these are issues of morality in society. If we members of Parliament cannot have integrity and moral upstanding in society and stand with our words, then who will? Which Ugandan will? We as leaders must stand by example. So the procedural matter I'm raising on, wouldn't it be procedure right for this Parliament to refer this member and instruct the office of the Inspector General to handle him on matters of corruption and receiving a bribe? I beg to submit, Right Honourable Speaker.
There is a clarification from Morris.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, the practice of this Parliament is that the moment information goes unanswered and it touches one of the MPs, the name is mentioned. Kindly, I'm seeking clarification from the Honourable whether it's okay to mention the name, since he said somebody was parading.
Morris,
The Honourable
just come. I'd already talked about the name, mental health. No, it's called mental health.
Madam Speaker, I want to agree. I'm the chairman of the Uganda Parliamentary Forum on Mental Health. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke when
he's a chairman of mental health.
Yes.
I did say
yes. And Madam Chair, I am proud to say I have 210 members from this House. Madam Chair, when I saw this on social media, I thought it was a joke. The House of Integrity of legislation. Honorables. Madam Speaker, as my colleague Honorable Serwanyi has stipulated in the law, this brings a lot of question marks to the mentioned member, Dr. Twaha. I don't know whether he's a real doctor or a traditional doctor, because or a descriptive researcher as per se, but I believe what he's alleging, it has many questions to answer. Because first of all, Madam Speaker is not a cashier, Madam Speaker is not a businesswoman, Madam Speaker, I know all questions will be answered in the committee you have referred, but as the chairperson of Uganda Parliamentary Forum, Uganda, the other day we mentioned in the papers that we have almost 14 million people who have mental health issues. I suspect this honorable member might have issues, and I therefore propose, on addition to the reference given by Honorable Serwanyi, the honorable member should be referred for mental examination, because you cannot, in a situation of a constituency, even if he picked a man on the road, where he comes from in Rwengo, where cows are dying for lack of water, people are dying because they have no food, Rwengo hospitals have no medicine, schools in Rwengo, children go to school. The other day I was seeing on media without shoes, and you say you picked a man on the road and you have nowhere until you dump it to the loop. And this, he brings a shame to our side. I therefore, Madam Speaker, that for better maturity in leadership of this country and governance, political parties should begin vetting and having mental tests of leaders before they are recommended to contest as members of Parliament. I therefore, Madam Speaker, pray that this member should be taken for mental evaluation to see whether he is okay. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable members, the Code of Conduct of Members of Parliament is well enumerated in Appendix F of the Rules of Procedure, which among others deal with personal conduct, corruption, public trust, and improper use of payments. And as I've already guided, I accordingly invoke Rule 175(1)B of the Rules of Procedure and refer the member to the Committee of Rules, Privileges and Discipline this committee should investigate within 1 hour. And I mean one month, within 1 month. And members, I don't think we should continue a debate on this. Matters of national importance, Honorable Nambeshe.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. As it is already common knowledge of how the flash floods in Mbale has claimed so many lives and property, the baton of catastrophic disasters was passed on to Bududa. As we talk, Bududa, and particularly in my constituents of Manjia, we have had multiple landslides. We are only lucky that we have not lost lives, but as we talk, crops and gardens, including livestock, have been ravaged in a number of sub-counties. Sub-county of Nakasi, the sub-county of Bushika, the sub-county of Nabutiti. Parishes have been actually completely washed away or covered under the rubble. As we talk, the general massive displacement has left many people homeless and helpless. I visited the town council headquarters hall. It was full to capacity. And what was shocking is that majority of these people who are staying in places of worship, in schools, and in these town council halls are blanketless. And Madam Speaker, you are on record. Last week, you directed the leader of government business, the Prime Minister, to get to the sub-region. Not only, of course, Bugisu sub-region, but also Sebei, and conduct a detailed assessment of the impact of the disasters. But up to now, none of the officials from the line ministry are on ground. People are helpless, people are hopeless and homeless. My prayer would be that the immediate, because we have had so many of these visits and even needs assessment, including impact assessment of the disasters, but no lasting solution has been found. What is needed now is blankets and food. But the relocation and the eventual settlement has become a song which is never seeing any implementation at all. Because if they talk of constructing 22 houses per year, I calculated, Madam Speaker, it will take this administration 57 years to resettle the targeted 100,000 from Bududa, households from Bududa, at that snail's pace of resettlement. Madam Speaker,
order.
This is a matter of disaster under your mandate.
Order.
As I conclude, Madam Speaker,
Honorable,
my last prayer.
Honorable Macho, what Honorable Nambeshe is speaking about is a matter of life and death. He has lost people, the area has lost people, including our own area. So, Macho, let him finish his submission. Then you will speak. I know you just want to smuggle in to speak.
Even the Honorable Macho knows that most of the people have even taken refuge in his constituency in Busia. And yesterday, but one I was sharing with him, I don't know why he's raising order. But Madam Speaker, what we need as a matter of urgent attention in this emergency is if the people could be accorded some food and non-food items like blankets and tents. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Before the Prime Minister gets up in the public gallery this afternoon, we have a delegation of staff from National Assembly of Zambia. They are here to do benchmarking on best practices of Parliament of Uganda. They have come to observe the proceedings this afternoon. Kindly join me in welcoming them. Please stand up. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to Uganda. And Uganda is a pearl of Africa. And this is the best parliament around. Thank you. Please enjoy your day. On who?
Madam Speaker, whereas we respect the sitting roles, being one of...
He was appointed last night.
Madam Speaker, I don't know whether it is order, Honorable, who has turned it a habit to sit on the front bench. Moreover, he's a habitual backbencher. To make it a habit. Madam Speaker, I don't know whether Honorable Mbwa is in order, and moreover to sit akimbo as if he's in the sitting room on the front bench.
Honorable Macho, at the beginning of this sitting, of this session, I announced free sitting. It doesn't harm you to come and sit in front here. No.
Right Honorable Speaker, I stand with my brother Honorable Nambeshe for what our people are going through in that Elgon region. We know it's not so easy. People are suffering. The soils are still coming down and the rains are still going on. So it's not an easy situation, but I want to inform this Parliament that as we speak now, our team has gone on the ground. Many food and non-food items are being collected in different centers so that they are given out to those people. We know there are very many people who don't have where to sleep. They have nothing to cover themselves. So we are trying our best to see that they get something to cover themselves, where to sleep and what to eat. So our team right now, I'm just from a meeting, the team is on ground to rectify the situation. I thank you.
Honorable Prime Minister, I raised an issue about my own constituency, where even my personal cows died, and I was promised the team was going there the next day. To date, nobody has reached there. To date. Now, if you can go against what I've said, what about what Nambesha said?
Right Honorable Speaker, in that constituency about the cows, I think when the problem for the Elgon region came in, maybe they had again to come back to this region, then they did not proceed to your place. But I know they are working hand in hand to see that they visit your area and also work on the problems which are in Nimbale region, in the Elgon region.
Let me first tell you, Prime Minister, all the water that comes from Elgon comes to my place because it is a flat area. So whatever comes from there comes to my place. Yes, Patrick.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to thank the Prime Minister and her response, but I'm very much disappointed. Right Honorable Prime Minister, these are serious matters. These are matters of life. The world over is watching about how we are handling Mbale and Bududa and those problems going on. Honorable Speaker, the Prime Minister would have come better to this House with an explanation that this is the situation on the ground, this in specific terms, and tell us what you're doing in Elgon area, what you're doing in those areas that are affected, and what you're doing exactly to the lives of the people. But this casual behavior, Right Honorable Speaker, of our ministers taking these things casually, it is so unbecoming, Right Honorable Speaker. I think it is proper. The Prime Minister tells us that tomorrow she comes back with a clear detail about what the government, what the team on ground is actually doing for the people, other than just come and say the team is on the ground. Oh my God, what does it mean for the team to be on ground? They might be on ground in their hotels. They might be on ground enjoying their beers when the people are not being assisted. Right Honorable Speaker, it's my prayer that the Prime Minister tomorrow comes here with the detail of what the team on ground is doing to help the people. Thank you very much.
Honorable Minister.
Kakuta Museveni